Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I'm here in sunny Los Angeles. I'm about to run a half marathon this weekend, so pray to white Jesus and black Jesus, and I'm going to make it through okay. Anyway, I wanted to share something that I read about in the news recently that I thought might be worth discussing. Bernie Sanders actually had something to say about Robert F. Smith. Robert Smith is the billionaire who went and paid the student loans of all the graduates of Morehouse for the year 2019. And I thought that was an amazing gesture. I think he deserves props for that. And I also think these men have to remember that because you've been given a level of freedom that most people don't have, you now have a level of responsibility to go build for your community. A lot of people don't start businesses. A lot of black men don't start businesses because they're stuck with student loan debt. In fact, half of all black college graduates default on their student loans, which kills their ability to build wealth because their credit goes bad. Many of them die in debt, things like that. So those of us who do have that ability to go build something, especially black men, have to go build because we got to take care of families. We also have to create jobs for other black men. Black men have the highest unemployment rate in America. In Chicago, half of all young black men between 20 and 24 do not have jobs. With that said, Sanders made an interesting comment. He said that while Robert Smith's gesture was kind and generous and wonderful, he said that's not enough. He said that private charity is not enough to solve this problem, and I agree with him. He's 100% correct. Private charity won't solve this student loan crisis in the United States. It's going to be one of the biggest economic bubbles in America, other than maybe the stock market. Some people they believe the stock market could be in a bubble. Student loan crisis is going to be one of the worst problems we have. The federal debt is another big one, and then retirement. Most people are not prepared for retirement. That's going to be a big crisis too. But anyway, one thing I was thinking about though is even though I agree with what Sanders said on this particular point, I will also say that that there are things that can be done with what we have. I think that all the celebrities, who go speak at HBCUs and just give a bunch of feel-good moments, I think they should be challenged. I think they should be given the student loan challenge. As a tradition, as a norm, as an expectation. When you go give a commencement speech at an HBCU, if you're a celebrity that's worth more than say $50 million, $100 million, you should pay some percentage of the student loan debt of those black people that are going to leave that school. I know it's probably going to be controversial amongst people. It's probably going to make some people mad, but I think that they should pay some percentage. They don't have to pay 100% like Robert F. Smith, which was $40 million. But maybe, you think about Beyonce. Maybe Beyonce could pay 5%, which is about $2 million, right? Or at least establish a fund to raise money, so that these students can get some of that debt relief. Maybe create projects in the hood that give student loan forgiveness for those who participate. My point is to say, not to say that they can solve this problem by themselves, but they should at least try. What I like about what Robert Smith did is he raised the bar. He made people, you have people like Oprah who say, look, I gave the speech and I gave everybody a free copy of my book. Well, now that doesn't look impressive anymore. Now people are saying, we need you to do something substantive that's really going to help these young people really get moving, really move forward with their lives. So again, everybody doesn't have to do the $40 million move. That's Robert Smith thing. Only a few people can pull that off. Oprah could pull it off if she wanted to. Bill Cosby pulled it off with a lot less wealth. Bill Cosby had a lot less wealth than Robert Smith, and he pulled it off. A Beyonce and a Jay-Z could pull it off. A Diddy could pull it off. But I don't think that they should be expected to put up that kind of money. But I think 10% of what Robert Smith did is well within their reach. Just 1/10, So Robert put up 40 million. Maybe Diddy pops in 4, right? Robert Smith put up 40 million. Maybe Beyonce and Jay put up 8, right? And it's the least they can do. And I know I might get some pushback on it, but if people want to push back on that and tell me that it's not fair to ask, wealthy black people to give something to their community, then I don't understand that kind of logic. Every community that builds and gets strong because the strongest people are helping make the community strong. So the ability to just get rich like Drake makes, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars off of black music. And Drake just spent 187 million on a private jet with a white-owned company in Canada. If you can go spend 187 million on a private jet with a white-owned company in Canada, nobody hates you for that. It's all good. If you can spend 187 million with people who ain't gave you shit, or who didn't give you the art form that's made you rich, then you should be able to spend at least 1/10 of that on the people who gave you everything. And not even 1/10. 1/10 is really a low bar. Personally, I would almost say that it should go pound for pound at least. 187 million for the white guy, 187 million for your own people. But then again, people think it's radical to care about black people, so I know people are going to think that what I'm saying is mean and nasty and crazy. And maybe I am crazy for thinking that black people should matter, but I'm not going to back away from that. And I hope that that some people will get what I'm saying. So leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And I'm about to get out of here. And also, don't forget, blackenough.com. That's our social media platform. It's kind of a Facebook for black people. That's how you spell it. It's right here on my shirt. So if you want to do social media, you don't want to get banned every other week like Facebook does, then feel free to sign up at blackenough.com. And also hit the subscribe button, share button, and like button, and all that stuff. And feel free to check out our financial workbooks for children. We've created workbooks. We're dedicated to creating financially literate children. So if you want to check out our financial workbooks, go take a look at financialworkbooks.com. That's financialworkbooks.com. I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.